I completely revamped it with different vocals, different synthesizers, different kicks, and I completely changed the track. So I basically made the track twice. Well, I'm Sefix, I'm 22 years old. I'm also called Xander. I live in the Netherlands, Breda, which is actually the capital city of dance, because a lot of big DJs live there. And I'm a musical producer slash DJ. I love music and I love to perform, so that's me. There was a big time where Jumpstyle was really big, and I got acquainted to Jumpstyle at first, and I started to listen to Jumpstyle, like the old Jekyll and Hyde, the Koen tracks, and I thought they were really cool, and we were always dancing on them. And then later on my brother started to listen to hardstyle, and I always heard the music coming from his room, so I was always wondering what this kind of style was. So he showed me what it was, and I fell in love with it.
Our heartbeat starts out like a drum set to a timer that always seems to end too soon.
Resolute actually means, for me, it's standing my own ground within a certain kind of scene in your life. I mean, it's basically, for me, there's only one way, and that it's one way is forward. Whatever happens, whatever someone says to me, I don't really care. I mean, of course I care, but I will just keep on doing what I love doing most, and I will keep on creating tracks that I think that are awesome, and I think that I love, and I will just keep on doing that, and that's, for me, is Resolute. And if you take a look at the artwork right here, it's a street with one way. The traffic is going to the bridge. I'm walking the other way, straight forward. It's that I am going my own way, no matter what anyone says, and I'm going straight forward. I mean, the album is pretty diverse in my opinion, and there's a lot of different styles, so you can have favorites in another aspect. But for me, I think Almost Home is the track that touches me the most. Some nice memories from the track, so I think it's one of my favorites. I think it was Into Infinity, because I created the track a pretty long time ago already, and I wasn't really happy about it. So I completely revamped it with different vocals, different synthesizers, different kicks, and I completely changed the track. So I basically made the track twice, and yeah, that's why it took me longer than usual to recreate. But it was like after like 6 months I started to rework the track, and now I'm really happy about how it turned out. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's always an honor to make an anthem of a very big festival, and especially a festival that you're very fond of. I mean, the Continent is for me one of the biggest and the most fun events to play at, and I think it's one of the best hardstyle outdoor festivals that exist. To get the opportunity to create such a big anthem for a track like that, it's really special. So you put in a lot of effort to get everything as good as possible, and I started to work on the track really early when it got announced that when I heard that I got the chance to make it. I started working on it immediately, so it took me a lot of hours to completely perfect the track, and yeah, it has a special, it will stay special for my entire life, because it's an opportunity for my career. It's a track that I'm really proud of. I think it's very diverse, because it's not just one style. I mean, certain different kind of hardstyle. It's epic. I try to create like epic atmospheres in all the tracks and stuff. Atmospheric. It's very atmospheric in all the tracks, and I think each track has its own unique atmosphere that you can vibe with. Also uplifting. I try to create my tracks as uplifting as possible. And of course hardstyle. It's a hardstyle album. I mean, it's difficult because I don't have one inspiration source, but usually I get my inspiration from a certain type of chords. So I start with chords and I build the melody on it, and then I try to get some vocals. Or sometimes it's the vocals that I get find some really cool vocals, and they gave me inspiration to build a complete track around it. But sometimes it's just playing a video game or watching a movie where I hear something in a movie, or there's a certain vibe in the movie, and I'm like, whoa, that would be really cool to create a track around that vibe.